must have read, they mentioned that Allahu Nuru Samawati Walarb, that Allah is the light of heavens and earth, referring to according to one of the tafsirs actually, that Allah manifest Himself. Noor, what is Noor? Noor is obvious itself, and it also makes other things clear, like light. When you see light in darkness, what does it do? You can see the light, plus it makes where it is projecting on that thing also becomes obvious. You understand? So Allahu Nuru Samawati wal Ard, that Allah is the light of heaven and earth. What does it mean? That Allah is manifest through a light, His light, and heaven and earth are the lights and the manifestations of the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this tree is manifesting the light of Allah, that Allah is Jameel, Allah is Musawwir, Allah is designer, Allah is architect, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who gives life. Allah Jalla Majduh is beautiful. So that is obvious through the tree. So that tree, so Allah is the light of heaven and earth, meaning through heaven and earth, Allah is manifest. Allah is Zahir through heaven and earth. And then it says, Masalu Nurihi, that the example of His Nur is Kamishkatin Fiha Misbah. Now, Allah Azza wa Jalla, we could not see the effect of His sifat and thing in any way, anywhere, because they are uncreated. The sifat are uncreated. Allah is the one. So, Masalu Nurihi Kamishkatin. So, His Nur, the example is Mishkat. Mishkat means it's a place. In a wall, there is a place which is called niche, for example. So there will be a wall, and there will be a place like you may say shelf, which is made in the wall, and fiha misbah. So niche refers to place and that. So it's as though being said that to manifest all this, Allah Azza wa Jal, the light, created space and time, this space and time which we are living in whole of the universe. Like in the Big Bang Theory, they say that space and time was created. So Allah's, here is the example is given that to manifest that light, how can that light be manifested when there is no space and no time? So niche means to all this universe, whatever exists, meaning actually the place and time. Al-misbahu fi zujaj kamishkatin fiha misbah. And there is, in that place, is a lamp, like this lamp is there now. So, in this place of whole of universe, Allah's sifat are that lamp. Allah's qualities are that lamp. That actually, which is making everything radiant. Al-misbahu fi zujaja, and the lamp is in a glass covering. So glass covering, they say, is something physical which actually makes actually things more evident. So it is mentioned in some tafsir that the glass covering is the Prophet ﷺ, the Noor-e Muhammadi, because that through that actually all creation came into existence. So place the Noor-e Muhammadi, the lamp of the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is there, and through Rasulullah ﷺ everything became actually evident and it so Az-zujajatu kannaha kawkabun durriyun yuqadu min shajaratin mubarakatin zaytunatin la sharqiyatin wa la gharbiyya. So then it carries on with the example Az-zujajatu kannaha, that the light actually, the glass actually makes the light more radiant. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam came and he made more obvious everything, and in the creation of sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And min shajaratin mubarak zaytunatillah tilla sharqiyya, that the blessed tree, so that tree, and the oil is referring to the revelation, the wahi, the hikmah which Allah gave to the Prophet of Islam. So through the wahi, the Quran and the Sunnah, that became obvious. And also it is saying that wahi la sharqiyyati wa la gharbiyyati, like the tree is mentioned example here, that is meaning the wahi of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the teaching of the Prophet of Islam, nor belongs to the east, belongs to the west. They are timeless teaching for everyone. يَقَادُ زَيْتُهَا يُضِيءُ وَلَوْ تَمْسَسْهُ نَارٌ نُورٌ عَلَى نُورٍ يَهْدِي اللَّهُ لِنُورِهِ. So Allah guide through this. So one is this tafsir, for example. Then others will mention that by it means the chest of the believer and in the heart. So they give that example as well. So the one which I have mentioned, that also. One of the questions and objections, some of the atheists say that if Allah Azza wa Jal created time and space, so where was He? Then if time and space were there. Again, this question is wrong. When they say where refers to a place, when we are saying place is created, so question is wrong. By where refers to a place, and it is self-contradicting. They themselves are saying that place was not there. So then they are asking which place was it in. So it is self-contradicting. But even then, we can explain to them as well that you can be out of space and time, and actually so let's say, for example, a person like in the movies, sometimes they show in the Matrix and others movies, they make about time and space and about all these things. A person, an engineer, he creates a computer simulation, a program, where in the program, in the movie, a universe is created, let's say, for example, and then things are made, the trees and everything, and then everything starts to live, the human being. But that's all in the in the movie, in the digital world, in the computer cells. There are things, people are acting, people are doing things. So we can say that the simulator, the person who have created, is he in that time and space, or he is out of that time and space? So there is a time and space in the movie as well. For example, a person who writes a novel, for example, this happened, this story, this happened, he writes a novel, love story, whatever. In that there is time and space, but the writer is out himself. He has a different dimension. You understand? So Allah is wara'ul wara, meaning actually we cannot even think of it. But actually we have example this, that you can be in a different dimension, and time and space is different, like in the computer or now in modern day terms, like when holographic technology, they create something, if it's completely, it has its own world, things. So the creator or of that, or the inventor, is definitely out of it. So ये चीज है. So in light of that, in the verse of light, then everything we see is manifesting Allah's power. Even you are seeing me, and so creation is like a mirror in which Allah's sifat are reflected. So creation is like the mirror, Allah's sifat, and you can see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's effect of His attributes in that.
So when people fall in love with like dunya, they're like basically falling in love with the mirror.
Yes. And they fall in love with you must say, without knowing it is Allah, but they don't know Him, for example. They're falling in love with that because that's the creation of Allah. So if they have fallen in love with someone's product and creation, so what about? So because they don't know that's why they. So we have fallen in love with the painting so much that actually we forgot the artist.